Hey man, how are you? I want to film another one of these car videos and talk about a very deep topic, which is forgiveness. I titled this video something like Love and Fatherhood because I think for both of these topics, forgiveness is a crucial part. So, I'm 22, I'm in a 5-year relationship, and I'm thinking about children. Not because of my age necessarily, but because I am in a 5-year relationship. I may be lucky enough to have met my future wife at 17. And the future mother of my children. And so of course I'm thinking about these topics, and one thing I realized over the last few months is forgiveness is a crucial part in a relationship. Not necessarily just forgiveness for the other person, but also for yourself, being able to forgive yourself. And what I realized, what I learned is it's really easy to forgive people that make you feel loved. It's very easy to forgive my girl for something minor that she did because she makes me feel loved. She shows me love. But it's not that easy to forgive people who don't make me feel loved so much. And I'm thinking this will be a topic that will definitely be in my life for a long time because my children won't always make me feel loved. There will be moments with my future children where I have to, quote unquote, keep an open heart, even if it hurts. Maybe you've heard of David Data. Way of the Superior Man was the first of many books I read from him and I will read from him. And one of those chapters is titled Keep an Open Heart, Even If It Hurts. And I think that is a great saying because as soon as we close our heart and we don't make people loved anymore and we close ourselves off, as we say, we lose a part of our essence, our sexual essence, masculine or feminine, and also our essence as humans, our human essence. We become less human when we close our heart. And one topic I have to talk about here is generational trauma. I think if there's anything that scares me a lot with future children is generational trauma. Because I've definitely experienced that. I definitely have some trauma that I am working through. I started working through some trauma last year and made a heck of a difference. Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm still kinda scared that I will traumatize my children, that I will not be ready for children when I have children. If my girl got pregnant right now, I'd have a lot of work to do in the next 9 months, a lot of work on myself. Because I think nowadays most people just look at becoming a father or becoming a parent, becoming a mother, just from a financial standpoint, which, don't get me wrong, very important. I think having your finances in check when having a child is crucial, but it's just the first layer. I think there's much more to raising a children than just being able to provide food and shelter and protection. this is where generational trauma comes in, right? This is where we have to work on ourselves to actually become parents that raise children well and that break this cycle of generational trauma. That's the goal for me, and that should be the goal for you if you've experienced trauma from your parents or from your family in general. Because the truth is, our parents, our family, they didn't cause us trauma out of bad intention, but they likely experienced something much worse with their parents or their family. And they've worked through certain stuff, but not through all stuff. Because it's scary to look at this stuff, I'll be honest. There is stuff that I don't want to look at. But I have to, if I want to be a good father. And one memory that popped into my head right now is I talked about this with my girl as well, maybe half a year ago. And I won't tell you exactly what she said, but she said something along the lines of, if you do that to our children, and it's not even something bad that we talked about, like not like physical abuse or anything, much lighter than that, but she said, you don't do that to our children. I will not let that happen. And I'll be honest, I'm grateful that she said that. I have a woman by my side who keeps me accountable on this stuff, and I think that's great. And she has probably experienced a much more secure childhood than I have, and I'll be honest, I won't complain about my childhood at all. Not at all. I won't complain about my parents. I won't complain about anybody in my family, just first of all because I don't believe in complaining, and second of all because I don't think I've had it that rough. There are things that, sure, I would have liked to not experience, but at the end of the day, it's nothing too drastic that I can't work through. There's people who have it much worse, but at the same time, pain is pain. Trauma is trauma. And complex PTSD is something I struggle with, for sure. At the end of the day, what I want to say with this video, the advice that I want to give you is keep an open heart. Live with an open heart, even if it hurts. Because as soon as we close our heart, we lose every single chance of improving a situation. When we keep an open heart, we are able to give the other person that maybe hurt us, badly, that maybe broke our heart, we have a chance to give them love. And what that does is, first of all, of course, it makes them feel better, and it shows them that we are strong enough to forgive them, and that they are worth being forgiven. And second of all, it makes you feel more loved by yourself. Because if we hold a grudge over something, anything, sure, we should respect ourselves. We should not make people feel loved that aren't worth making them feel loved. Or we should make them feel loved, but we should tell them, maybe we should go separate ways. We should still respect ourselves. Not in a toxic way. Not as, like the red pill says, like, oh yeah, respect yourself. Like, if she talks bad to you, like, no, work through it. Tell her that you don't like it. No reason to break up with her, bro. But once we do that, once we live with an open heart, we have a chance to actually improve something, to actually make this work. And that's all that counts, in my opinion. This is a tough topic, man, I'll be honest. This is something I think about a lot, and I haven't fully figured this out myself. Sure, I might be further than other people at 22, just being honest here, but at the end of the day, there's still so much more I need to learn and so much more I need to figure out before being able to have children. And same thing with my girl. I close my heart sometimes, and it's not... I know I shouldn't do it. But sometimes we react instead of being proactive and taking action, taking the right action. We just react emotionally and it happens. But we have to get better at that. So yeah, man. I hope this helped you. I hope this gave you some perspective. And if you want to learn more about all this stuff, want to learn more from me and more from other men who are on the same path, men who say no to the modern degeneracy of hooking up and of being with a bunch of women just to live out their sexual urges just because they can't control themselves. And honestly, no judgment to them. It's just not the path that I have taken, the path that I've chosen for myself. So if you've chosen the same path, you can always join our community. It's completely free and will stay that way. Maybe if you just want to talk to some men about this stuff, because that's rare nowadays, talking about relationships with other men, and I found it to be insanely valuable. Whatever you want to do, you can do that in this community. The link is in the description. And apart from that, I just want to say, if you're going through something with your girl right now, or even if everything is going perfect, everything is okay. You can figure this out. You can make this work. You can learn how to make this work. This is all a skill. This is not some talent that we're born with. You can learn this stuff. Adopt a student mindset. Learn. Help others. You got this, man. See you soon.